Woo, how's it going, everybody? How we doing? Let's see. Do we got a microphone? We do have a microphone. Things seem to be working. How's it going? DrZzs, you are first, my friend. Thank you, thank you. Fat Daddy's here. Some call it fun. Sir Goodenough's here. All right, Raspy. How's it going, guys? I almost didn't stream tonight, and then I thought, what the heck? Let's do it. So here we are. I put a little title on there. I think Home Assistant plus Bot Tango API. A little misleading on there because that was my initial plan, but some things didn't quite come together as I had hoped, and it's going to take a little bit more finagling. But I think we can do some things in the Bot Tango plus Home Assistant world. All right. Unless, of course, you guys decide you want me to talk about something completely different, in which case you're in charge. Yeah, sort of. Okay. Let's see. Let's open up some things. Let's open up. First, let's open up Bot Tango. We'll start there. Oh, no. Sorry. I forgot. I have something else to start with. Oh, geez. I just knocked something over. I have something else to start with. Let's see. Yes, there we are. Oh, we don't need the URL blocker. I got a Christmas basket. From our good friends at RioLink. So kind of them. And I think I actually put at least I meant to put a link in the description there for RioLink. Forgive the noise. We do have the kids are out of school now. Oh boy. I think they have to go tomorrow for like an hour or something just to count it as a day, but really they're done. So tonight's party time. Everybody's partying, except those of us that still have to work like normal. That's okay. We had our time, right? We had our time. Good morning. Czech from Thailand, right? Yes, Czech from Thailand. How's it going, man? Thanks for being here. All right, we're going to zoom this guy a little bit out. There we go. Okay. Looks like is our brightness or something off a little bit? Yeah, we're okay. Oh, we can do this. That might be a little much. Yeah, we'll do it like that. Okay, sweet. Let's talk about this cool kit just for a minute. So this is from RioLink. Everything about this kit was really fun. So first it comes in like this picnic basket. That was very kind. Then my wife was like, oh, look at that cute basket. So we got a Christmas basket. We got an ornament here from RioLink. Thank you very much. It doesn't even say anything on it. It just doesn't say RioLink or anything. It's just a stocking and a bell and some holly and stuff. So that's fun. Let's see, this should be a little bit different colored light. Maybe that better. And then they gave me some like super useful stuff. Like here's a real nice RioLink hat all embroidered. I'd actually wear that. Nice card, kind of personalized from Zoe. She's the person that I deal with directly. This was, where'd it go? I think Janice may have taken it. Oh, here, no. There's a bottle opener in here somewhere. Anyways, this little thing had a bottle opener. Very nice little cup here. RioLink with this thing and, water, coffee, straw. Like, this is a nice cup. I can't get it open. The kids are going to steal this right away, I'm sure. But yeah, that's a nice cup. And it's like normal size, so you can like put it in your car and stuff. And then this actually was my favorite thing, and I'm actually going to wear it. And I wonder if they probably just, they send one care package to everybody, but it's a hoodie. It's a hoodie, and it says RioLink here, which is cool. But then I just thought this was even just extra awesome. Look at this. On the back here, it's got all these pictures of all their cameras. Isn't that cool? All the different kinds of cameras, all the different styles of cameras. I think that's super awesome. So thank you, RioLink. That's really fun. And thanks for being great partners. Thanks for making great stuff. That's what really matters when it comes down to it. I appreciate the thoughtful gift, but I even more appreciate that you guys make good stuff and that I have confidence in recommending it. So thank you very much. All right. Let's see. Oh, that's the wrong camera. That's why I was like, why is that not showing up? Because that's the wrong camera. Okay, now we can move into some other stuff here. Dun, 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 dun. Yes, we're going to have a little bit of free time this stream. So if you want to ask, you go whoop, whoop, and then ask, and then your question pops it into a list here for me in Discord that I can peruse. Let me get to that page just so I don't have to hunt for it. Bingo, there it is. Okay, great. Now, I've been playing with my Paragon. It might not be his name, but that's what he is. Oh no, my desk lamp's not working. My desk lamp camera's not working. No. Dang it. I was going to use that one tonight. Wonder why that one's not working. Let's just see if we can reset it somehow. Maybe it just needs to be. I don't know if that's the right camera or not. Doesn't look like it. Okay, well, for some reason that camera just decided it's not going to be attached. Shoot. Okay, well, we'll have to do it with this camera tonight then instead, which isn't the end of the world. We just can't do it from the side camera, which would have been a little bit better. Got the cube here. Was playing with the cube with Sir Goodenough the other night. Getting that thing all tuned in. All right, so we got here our dragon, and I will show you a couple things that I've learned, and I'll show you a couple things that I tried, and then I know what I want to do tonight. So let's start up Bot Tango so I can show you what I've learned and what I've tried. And I've been chatting a lot with Evan, who, if you were on that stream, you heard us. We were chatting a lot with Evan. Evan is the guy who developed Bot Tango. Oh my gosh, burning my retinas. He's the guy that developed Bot Tango. And you can support him. Please do. Or just buy a kit. That's a good support too. All right, so we're going to open up our Paragon project. And my menus look a little different because I had to, in order to do what I was trying to do, I had to change the menus a little bit. I had to go and do like an advanced user thing to try and set this up. So in here, this is our hardware tab. And in the hardware tab, we have all of these. Oh, see, that's not working again. So I'm having some USB troubles. I wonder why. I'm definitely having some USB troubles. Let's see if we turn that off, turn that on. Let's go to the drivers. That's where the problem is. No available ports in the query. So we're going to search for port by name from the list. Selected port number 6. What is happening? There it is. There we go. Well, he got kind of mad. All right, but that at least now it's turned on at least. So now we can go to animate, and he should be able to do some things. Okay, Falcor. I don't know if we're ever going to name him. This can be one of those things. He is a Paragon. I'm not sure he's the Paragon, but he is a Paragon. All right, and by the way, Evan said he was going to send the some of the files, like DXF files, and I think some SVG and some stuff, so we can like monkey around with his. Oh, I bet you I know what it is. I bet you it's a USB hub that's jacked up. Anyways, he's gonna send some files so that we can like make some different parts and make him look more dragony. He was gonna look more like his mom than his dad. His mom's a dragon, dad's a parrot. Anyways, okay. So one of the first things I wanted to do, what I'm thinking, what I've got in mind here, is for the Home Assistant voice, the one that has the face on it, right? The one that has the face. When it does things like listening and stuff, it makes certain images pop up, right? So what I did was I went into, well, I'm jumping around a little bit. What I'm going to do is make certain commands, services in Home Assistant that will make it so we can call this service and it will make a REST API command, post, whatever you want to call it, to our Paragon, and he'll do a thing. So looking at the documentation for the Bot Tango REST API, which, by the way, I want to send this to just like send this to Frank or somebody that does these things. Frank's got a lot of stuff going on though, but somebody who makes integrations, I just want to send them this and say, hey, can you just take this Bot Tango REST API and these commands and make us an integration, even like just a hacks integration, a community store integration or something, because it's got all these things that you can do. You can get information about whether or not it can run. You can make it stop. You can make it start. The most important part for me is set playback state. Yes, because set playback state lets you pick an animation that you've created in Bot Tango and play it. So make the thing move. That's what I'm trying to do. So next project, Bot Tango integration for the suit of armor. Yes, Chris, absolutely right. So I went through this and I was working with Evan a little bit and we got pretty far, but then we've hit a snag and I'm not sure where exactly. And he was like on his phone on the road or something. So we couldn't troubleshoot to the very end, but I made this REST command in Home Assistant called Bot Tango listening. And it goes to this URL, which is the PC that I'm working on, the PC that our Paragon here is connected to. Ask in the YouTube makers meeting. Someone might collab on that. That'd be great. Maybe I will. That's a good idea. D1 Mini. Fat Daddy, I would recommend. Yeah, sure. I mean, D1 Mini would do it. That would do it. That would be easy and cheap. So yeah, D1 Mini and a few little LEDs would be the easiest, cheapest way to do it. I think a DrZzs is the easiest way, but it's not as cheap, certainly, as a D1 Mini. So I would do that for sure. And then so the method is post, and then here is the payload. And the payload is select animation name, and then this is the name of the animation. And if you look up here at Bot Tango, I have this animation called listening. And if I hit this, it just does a little boogie dance. Okay, that just took me a couple minutes or less to put it together real quick. So it does that every time the listening animation is started. Let's go back here. So that does that. And then these other parts were just things that I'm working with Evan. You have to set the playback time to 0 and set the playing true. Maybe I need to put that in a different order. Does JSON go in order? It probably does, doesn't it? Yeah, I should put that in a different order just for kicks. So we want is playing true. We want playback time in milliseconds to 0. Oh, that's a bad format. Maybe that's why it didn't work. Maybe my format was just off. And then select animation name, listening, no comma there. Okay, that looks like it should be okay. So based on the REST API documentation for Bot Tango, this should work. We'll see. Probably won't, but we're gonna try it anyways. So we'll restart Home Assistant real quick. While we're restarting Home Assistant, let's go back to Bot Tango for a minute. And what we're gonna want to do is, now that I shut Home Assistant, what we're gonna want to do is make a Bot Tango animation for each of the states of the media player. So we have listening, and I think we have, I don't remember which other ones we have. Well, we'll have to go. Let's go to the documentation for that. We're going to go to ESPHome, ready-made projects. We're going to go to the voice assistant, and actually what we need to do is go to here. And then this is just going to give us the it's going to tell us, oh, this is if you wanted to do it on the WLED Dig to Go. Yeah, oh, that's so awesome. Thank you, guys. I know you mentioned that, but I hadn't actually seen it before. So this means you can use the Quinn LED Dig to Go as a media player. This is all set up so that you could use that as a media player. So if you had it instead of these, you could just use that, which I do. All right, we're going to go in here. We're going to look at this YAML. And the only reason we're really looking at this YAML is just because we want to see what the states are that that the media player has. So it has different states. So we want a command basically for each state that it's going to go into. Those are probably all we need up there at the top. I just was kind of poking through here and see if there's anything else. Yeah, so listening. So we need one for error. Error. Who needs one for error? The only order for JSON is if, we're dropping kilobytes. We're lagging. Oh, we're back to yellow, back to green. Okay. The only order is if things are nested under something else. Otherwise, everything on the same nest level can be in any order. Okay, well, that was worth a try. But I did have a comma in the wrong place, or I had a space where I didn't need a space. Maybe that'll do it. I think most important here, we're going to need error. Idle isn't going to do anything, so we don't need that. So listening, then we need thinking, then we need replying, and that's probably it. So we're going to do replying and thinking, and I already have listening. So let's do that. Let's do replying and listening. We'll see what we can come up with. Only dropped frames for 2 seconds. Cool. Yeah, it looks like I'm back to good. I have a big green square instead of a red square. All right, so we're going to make a new animation, and we're going to call this one. So we had thinking was one, right? Thinking. And then the other one was replying. Okay, so we have listening, thinking, and replying. Real quick though, back on this for a second. I had to go in here so that I could turn on this API control. This was where I had to change the menu thing. To get to this menu, if you're playing with Bot Tango and you want to get here, you got to go to build, and then it doesn't look like this when you're in the sort of easy mode. This is like the advanced mode, but when you get to the build, then there's one that says, activate. Oh gosh, what did he say it was called? It's like some harder one. Something that looks like more advanced mode. And then that gives you the option to have API control and external time control. But we went with API control. So now let's see. Let's make sure everything's moving. Yep, everything's moving. Okay. So what would be a good thing for it to do when it's thinking? What would be a good thing for it to do when it's thinking? So we want to start it with probably head down. So we're going to have it put its head down. We'll have it put its head down like that. And then we're going to go just little bits ahead. So we go a little bit ahead, like a little bit ahead, meaning like how many frames. Let's see, that's one. So this is 30 frames per second. So let's go to like just a few frames, and then we'll move it over here. And that saves a new point. And then we're going to go a few more frames, and we're going to move it back over here. And then we'll go a few more frames, and we'll put it up here. And we'll go a few more frames, and we'll put it here. And then a few more frames, and we'll put it up there. And then a few more, and we'll go back right to here. We'll go down, and then we'll go one more, and we'll go up. Okay. So that, now we can back this up, and we can watch him do all those things. Oh, you guys can't see that. Sorry. Here we go. At the angle? Oh, yeah, good. Well, yeah, we can like twist it. Let's see. No, not really. I see what you're saying though, right? Can you twist the head a little bit? No, I don't think so. Not this time. But another thing I'd like to do, and what we can play with tonight, is we got some pins on this Arduino, and I think we can probably, this should have a good amount of power. We should be able to steal some power from this and use this to power the other parts of our voice assistant, which is going to include a little speaker. We got to decide which little speaker we want. I don't remember if one was better than the other, but we got that little speaker and this little speaker. I think this one's probably better. And then the other thing I wanted to put on there was some little LEDs. We need some little LEDs for the eyes. And we can totally put little LEDs on the eyes up here. And, you know, we can put little LEDs in his eyes. And from the ESPHome on the media player, we can make it so that the RGB eyes do different things, turn different colors, you know. Let's see, where is my... I had two of those. I had two of those ESPHome little doohickeys sitting right here. What the heck did I do with them? Of course, I lost them right when I needed them. So nuts. Of course, I didn't look for them before I started because I've just had them right here on my desk this whole time. And now they're gone. I was going to flash one and start working on that part of it. Dang it. All right, maybe they'll show up here in a minute. What else should we have him do, though, when he's thinking? So that's one thing. So this is going to be thinking, right? And then we're going to want to do something with the wings. That's really all we've got. We've got head rotation. We've got head tilt. Oh, we didn't do anything with the mouth, but we won't have him do the mouth. We'll just have him close the mouth. That's what we'll do. We'll have him go, let's see, if we're going to go, so mouth servo. We want to go down here. And we want to, I think we can just, do we just put that down there? Add track. Joint track. Oh, no, we don't want that. Unless, oh, I guess we could do it. We just do it by just grabbing it over here. Just do it the easy way. So if you look in here, you can kind of see, I can't pan for some reason because my middle mouse button isn't doing its thing. But with this, we can open and close the mouth. The states are loading, idle, listening, thinking, replying, and error. You should either be a shrug or something like, "Don't." And you can, I saw a cool thing too. So, oops. All right, so we're going to start with his mouth closed. We're going to get through all of this. Actually, let's go about halfway through here and we'll have it open. And then by the time we get to the end, we'll have it closed again. And then something cool that we can do is graph. So this graph is a representation of like this. Oh, what? Where'd it go? Representation of like the slope at which it changes. So we can move this thing around so that it kind of changes the angle at which it moves. Oops. Like that. So now when we back it up and it opens and closes, it just kind of opens and closes. Like it opens slow and then fast and then slow and then fast. So that's kind of cool. That's the graph. That's what that does. So there's dope and there's graph. And then the last thing we need to do is something with the wings. And the wings moved at the same time, right? There's one servo. Even though there are two places to grab the wings, there's only one. When you say the joint control, you select over here the joint wing. We'll just do the same thing. We'll just kind of, we'll start with them. Let's start with them open like that. And then we'll have them flap closed and then back open and then back closed again. And we'll do the same thing where we've got this joint wing selected, we hit graph, and then we can mess with how we want that to occur. What the timing is on that. And I don't know that there's a right way to make it look the way you want it. I'm sure if you practice enough there will be, but for me I'm just going to make it kind of different so that it maybe makes a little bit of a smooth animation where there's a little bit of variation in the timing. All right, so then if I go back all the way to the beginning, oh, this is the head control part. I'm just going to leave that. All right, and then if we play it, see what it'll do when we look at it up here first. So that's his thinking. All right, done. So we go to thinking. Okay, so thinking, listening. Now replying. Replying is going to be different. Replying, we probably want his mouth to move a lot. So on these, all I did with the one so far was open and close the mouth a little bit. But with this one, I think we're going to want the mouth to open and close a lot because he's going to be replying. All he's going to say in replying was like, well, we can change it to say what we want. And then there's other ways I haven't gotten into yet to like put an audio track, or I think it can even listen to an audio track and like vary the mouth based on the audio track. But I'm not that advanced yet. Obviously, I'm just getting this started. But what we'll do when it comes to him talking is we'll just kind of open the mouth. So let's see, what if it says, as you wish, as you wish, as you wish. Just 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's just try that. So let's do the mouth. We'll do the mouth first, and then we'll probably have him like move his head too. Let's do the mouth first. Start with the mouth closed. Okay. So right here on the timeline, mouth closed. Done. We're going to finish also with mouth closed. So we can put that in the middle. And then in between, we're going to go mouth open and then quickly closed. And then again, we're going to open. We're going to halfway close like that, and then open again the rest of the way, and then close. So let's see what he does. Ha 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 ha. That's awesome. I know you can't really see that up there, but see his mouth move a little bit. Let's try and get him on his. Wish my other camera was working. That was really nice when I had that lateral camera working there. Kind of go like this for a second. Oh boy, almost dropped him. Don't drop him. Okay. Okay, that's fine. I don't know if that's going to work, but it's going to give us something to do. And then the other thing we'll have him do, should we just have him break his head up and down? Oh, you know what? Maybe faster. So in order to make it faster, what I'd have to do is probably just shorten the whole time, which I don't know how to do, but basically I guess I could probably just move these. Yeah, look at that. Oops. So I think Sir Goodenough's right. Maybe we want the whole thing less than 2 seconds. So we probably want to move these a little bit closer together. So now we're going to be, and we can zoom in on this somehow. Oh, maybe that's as far in as we can zoom. That's surprising. I would think we could zoom in more, but oh, well, we can get these to overlap quite a bit. So we can go even closer together so that it does do it a little bit faster. So now we're at about 1.5 seconds. We can hit this guy up here and have it loop too. Oh, we got to go in here and change this so that it doesn't, it's 2 seconds. or 20 seconds. Let's just set it to like 1.7 because I'm sure I'm past that. Some existing keyframes will be trimmed to this new duration. Really? Not if we go to 2 seconds, they won't. Oh, look now. Oh, look at that. Now the timeline totally changed. And now it's a lot more spaced out. Oh, okay, cool. All right, so we've got it on loop. And we're going to just hit replying. Okay, I think that's pretty good. Let's do something with his head. Let's have him move his head a little bit. Let's have him start. I think we should have him shake his head up and down like affirmative. The trick would be, like, what would be nice, 2:30 a.m. Oh, sorry, Grammy. Yeah, late today. But it's a shorty. We just got to do what we got to do to get through the 12 days, you know. But thanks for being here. Thanks for popping in even for 2:30 in the morning. I will not be awake at 2:30 in the morning here. I can promise you that. Let's have him shake his head up and down. If we could, maybe get to a more advanced state and be able to distinguish between an affirmative response. Oh, I guess what we could do with the error is we could have him shake his head this way, because there is an error, right? I think there is an error state. We can have him do this. So we'll do that. So for this, let's have him shake his head. So we'll start with his head in the middle. I like this head control one because it's nice and easy. Okay, so there's head in the middle. And we just want his head to go up and down, up and down. So let's go like 1/10 of a second. And we'll go up. And then another 1/10. And we'll go down. And another 1/10 or a little bit more. And we'll go up. And I'm kind of varying a little bit from side to side just for kicksies. We'll have him go down. And we'll have him go back up. Okay, so let's see what happens now. Okay, so that's his affirmative response, right? That's his replying. So when he's saying the switch has been turned off, the switch has been turned off. Okay, stop already. Okay, we'll take that off the loop. So we've got thinking that looks like this. We're going to loop it as well. Oh, this one we need to change because it's also 20 seconds long. So we need to change this to 3 seconds. Oops. There you go. Change this to 3 seconds. Save that. By the way, let's save this whole thing because it hasn't been saved in a while. All right, so now we'll do our thinking loop. Okay, and then we'll do our listening loop. This should be just when he first, actually, let's just make this, looks like this could just be 1 second. Let's just edit this to 1 second. Because his listening, this is like when you say the wake word. What's going on, Prindler? This is when you say the wake word, this is what he'll do. Just we've got this on a. Almost like you kind of startle him awake a little bit. That's what I think. That's how I'm thinking of that. All right, so then I guess one more. Let's do error. Because we don't need loading. We don't need idle. Because idle, we don't want him just moving randomly all the time. Loading will only happen when the thing is first starting up. So we want listening. We want thinking. We want replying. We want error. Okay, let's do error. That's the only one we have left. Create new animation. Go to this little settings guy. Call this error. Do we settle on the name for the DrZzs? He is a Paragon, which I've been calling him Paragon, but I am so indecisive when it comes to names. I'm not sure if we're going to permanently keep. Well, he is a Paragon. That's for sure. We've decided that. He is a parrot. His mom is, what did we decide? His mom's a dragon. His dad's a parrot. So he's a Paragon. or he could be a DrZzs. I like DrZzs too, but Paragon. I've been sticking with Paragon. I named this program, this whatever it is, project, Paragon. All right, we're gonna make this error, and then errors. We probably only need 2 seconds as well. All right, so then for error, we're gonna have him just. He will need to move his mouth. So let's start him. Let's put this at the beginning, and we're gonna start him with his. We're gonna have him put his head down because he's like, oh no, that's not gonna work. So his head's gonna be down, and then we're gonna move it along here, and we'll have him shake his head this way, and we'll move him along. We're gonna have to have him shake his head more times than that. So he's gonna have to kind of go like this. Because how many times do you shake your head when somebody says no? It's a lot, right? It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's like a lot. Oh, got me kind of dizzy. Can't be doing that. So 1, 2. So that's actually 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we'll get him to set back to the middle. Okay, let's try that. Yeah, it does look like he's saying no. Definitely looks like he's saying no. Oh, man, stupid cameras. Stupid cameras. Drop the jaw for the error. Ooh, yeah, drop the jaw. Like, okay, good. That's great. Let's do the jaw. We'll do the jaw next. I like that. This is great. I've been waiting to build some robots controlled by Home Assistant for my own tiki room. What a coincidence. Me too. Number of head shakes depends on how stupid the question was. Nice. Loading, she should wave hello to us all. Oh, okay. Well, we could do that. Let's do the mouth. We decided the mouth. So first, we'll start with the mouth just kind of dropping open. Okay. So we're going to go here and we're going to move the mouth. Oh, right there. Okay. So the mouth is just going to go open. And it'll probably stay open for the first little while. And then about here, it's going to need to say, I'm sorry, I didn't get that or something, right? So kind of fast, like, rah, 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 rah. So we'll start there and then we're going to go partial close. And then we're just going to go partial open, partial close. And there's no real rhyme or reason to this. I'm sure if you're as good as Evan and you've been doing this a long time, like for real places like Five Nights at Freddy's or Chuck E. Cheese, that there's probably a good, some logic to how you do this. But I'm just kind of going open and close, open, close, open, close. And then I'm just going to have him hang his mouth open at the end. All right, let's go back and check it out. Okay. And then should I have him flap his wings too? Just at the beginning. We'll have him flap his wings just for the first second. We'll have him flap his wings like, oh, for that too. Wesley, you too? You've been wanting to make a tiki room? I had no idea this was going to be so popular. Thanks for being here, guys. Thanks for enjoying my silly projects as well. All right, yeah, let's have him flap his wings for a second. So we're going to go here and we're going to just one flap, just a whoop, 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 whoop. Okay. One flap just between this first second, just for the first second, I think. So click his wing. There we go. We want this. Nope. We want the wing. Nope. I'm trying to, where's the wing thing? Left joint. There it is. All right, so we're going to start closed on the wing. We're going to go open at about half a second. These are 30 frames per second. So we're going to go 15. We're going to have it open all the way. And then back at 1 second, we're going to have it closed. all the way closed. Okay. All right, we're going to put it on loop, and this is what the error message looks like. Oh, that's good. That's good. That's good. You have a tiki bar controlled by Home Assistant lit by WLED and X lights, but I need the tiki bird audio animatronics. You are a wild man, Wesley. You are a wild man. Have we chatted before? Was that you that had the ESP32 that I was just chatting with that had the problem? Can't remember. Anyways. All right. Anyways, let's look at this guy for a second in the real lives. And then I gotta find those. I gotta find my thingy. Not recently. Okay, good. It was somebody else that was like W Omen or something like that was his shortened name on email or Discord or something. So I saw your Wesley Omen and I was like, oh, that might have been the guy. Anyways. Okay, here we go. Let's play it. Let's see. This is on a loop. This is the error loop, error message loop. Oh man, this is fun. Okay, sweet. All right, so we've got those parts now. As you noticed before, and we could try it again. We could try it again. Let's go back to Home Assistant for a second. And in Home Assistant, in Home Assistant here, under my configuration, here, we're going to go to Studio Code. And what I've got here is different REST commands for listening, thinking, replying, and error. Now, unfortunately, right now, I only have one that but all I will have to do for these is just duplicate this. So everything from here down, I'll just make a new, I'll make a command. I have it here already called Bot Tango. So this is listening is the first one. I've got thinking, replying, and error. Once I get this part to work and I know it's working, then I'll just need to copy that down to these. I could do that now and we just change it from listening to the name of it. Maybe we'll do that in a second. But first, let's actually try it. So I went here. This is my service page. We're just going to re-pull up that just to make sure we got it fresh. And what should happen, but isn't going to probably, what should happen is because I've got this port open and everything here seems to be working correctly on that end. And if I am sending the REST API post command as I had lined up in my configuration.yaml, this should cause him to go into the listening animation, but don't expect it to work. Yeah. So that's unfortunate. What other ways do you guys? I tried just going to like the command line, like the command prompt here, and just doing a command. Oh, it's not going to do it. Just doing a command like curl and then the IP address 192.168.1.165 and then the port, which I don't remember off the top of my head, 59224. 59224. And then it needs the other stuff that's in this, that's in here. Let's just grab this. We'll give this a try. Oh, instead of playback state, actually, we're going to go to the documentation. We're going to just try something simpler. We're going to go to the documentation here. We're just going to try to get, something. So can animate. That's all we're going to try and get. We're just going to get the can animate. We're just going to see if it can do it. We're just going to ask. We're going to ask through the API if this guy is available for can animate. And this is what happens. Failed to connect port after couldn't connect to server. You guys see what I'm doing wrong? Who knows this stuff well enough to tell me what I'm doing wrong? And if you don't, that's fine. This is where I failed. This is where I need to start up start again and figure it out. Because otherwise this should be doing its job, but something's not right. And when I went to the IP, so I did IP config. And this is the IP address right here. So that should be the IP address of this computer where he's connected. But I don't know, not working yet. So that's where we're at there. In the meantime, then, let's see if I can find those devices real quick again. I've just had them, and I think I put away a bunch of stuff on my desk, but I left those out on purpose, knowing that I was going to want to play with them. And then I got to playing with other things. That's what I get for cleaning my desk. Let that be a lesson to you all. Don't ever clean your desk. They should really, really be right here. Should really, 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 really be right there. They're not. That is just a major bummer. Windows Firewall is what I was thinking. Can you load that URL from another computer? Open the port on the Windows Firewall. No, probably not. This is on the same computer. Try using Developer tab in the Home Assistant, maybe. Messing with Windows, that's the problem. Let's try so in the developer tools, is there a way to just send I don't know. Windows Firewall. So when I thought I did that when I first turned on this API thing. I thought it opened up, but I don't know. This is because I'm not very good at this. This is not my strong suit. All right. Boy, there's a lot of stuff that I'm allowing through here. X tools. I should get rid of a lot of these, probably. Try loading the URL from both your PC and your phone. Make sure it works from both. Okay. Oh, shoot. I'm supposed to be on a phone call, and I missed it. That was at 6 o'clock. I got distracted. I mean, I can ping. What if are you saying what if I just ping from this computer? So, but this is to send and receive stuff this is to receive stuff to Home Assistant. I want to send stuff from Home Assistant. I don't think there's a service. I think, yeah, so all I can do, I can't just send something here unless there's some other place that I'm missing. Something to do here. And I thought there was a place where we could just type in a CURL command, a get or whatever here in Home Assistant, and I don't see it. And I don't have something like Postman or something installed. Not ping so much, but copy the REST URL into your browser. You'll get an authentication error, and that proves you're getting to the web server. Oh, I see what you're saying. So if I just put it in a browser. Okay. Yeah, so this is, and Raspy, this is what I went by. Post in service. Okay. No post. But is it a post? In this case, it's a get, but let's try it. Let's go to command. Let's do a couple things. Okay. This is the part where I start listening to everybody, which I appreciate and I love. And that's one of the funnest things for me is learning from you guys. But let's try first. I wish I could pull up the command I'd already had there. So we'll try a command here. And then we're going to go, so curl -x, huh? I don't know what that means. And then we're going to go get HTTP 192.168.1.165. And then the port was 5. I'm going to have this memorized soon. 59224. Where'd you go? You get out of my way. 59224. And then it was can animate. And that's it. Let's try that. Okay, failed to connect. But now we take this. You think we should put that in the browser? Is that what you're saying? Not that whole thing, right? I can't do if I do that here, that's not going to work. So I need to just do without the curl stuff at the beginning. Silly. What if I just do this? What if I just do this? Okay. So let's go back here. So what is it that I need to let through? Would it be Bot Tango? There's nothing here. There's nothing here that has requested it. Allowing apps to communicate. So it first popped up and I thought that I thought I gave it access, but to be honest, I was doing a few things at the same time. Perhaps I messed up. Maybe I messed it up. Didn't allow the access. Oh, you want me to try it through my phone. I don't know if that's going to work. We'll just see if we can do that. It's running on the computer that I'm on. Yes. At the command prompt, you can type netstat ANB, and we can see if something is listening on that port. In the Home Assistant terminal. Oh, that's where I could do it. Firewall Advanced, you can create a rule for the port. Command prompt as admin for the above. Okay. Oh boy. So which route should we go down? It seems to me that the stuff on the Home Assistant side is functioning, but because this is where we're getting blocked, right? So the port's not open. Like there's a listening problem. I don't think the sending is the problem. I think it's the receiving. So, and usually when you start something like this, it opens up automatically, right? Let's try this. Who said command prompt? So but Chris, you say I need to be command prompt as admin. So if I do command prompt, right click, run as administrator. Oh dear. Okay. Now I'm here. If it was the firewall, the URL would not give connection refused from the local machine. Oh. Okay. So netstat ANB. Oh my goodness. Oh boy. We got a lot of stuff going on here. Spotify. All right. So now we can see. We're just looking for that port, right? And it's 59224. So it does not look like anything's listening. If these are in numeric order, which I guess they're not. I thought they were, but then these are higher again. Camera, I don't know what's. Oh, there it is. 59224, bottango.exe. What does that tell us? I'll give you guys a minute to reply. We got 3 Bot Tango entries there. What does that tell us? I'll give you a minute to think about this. I've got to find those stupid things. Where did I put them? Got them. I made a whole Home Assistant voice. I made a whole Home Assistant voice drawer for all these things. Put the Bot Tango on a Pi, then you're working within Linux, which gives you better access to the ports. Need the 192 IP. So there is no 192. So what if since it's on the same computer, if I used this in the Home Assistant command, or if I did this in the curl 127, what if I did this? This is where I just start tinkering. 001, and then let's see. Where's the command prompt go? Disappeared on me. Okay. Should I not do this as admin? I don't know if it matters. URL. I don't know what -x does. And then get, and then HTTP, and then 127.0.0.1 59224/can animate. Oh dear. Uh-oh. You can't there from here. Oh, this is the animatronics you want, buddy. This is it. Bot Tango. There's a link in the thing, and Evan is this super dude. So that appears to have failed miserably. So that means local loop back. So doing it on the Home Assistant computer will loop back on the Home Assistant computer. Oh, I see. Okay. Okay, well. So we don't know for sure still, right? ... as the IP. Barney of the Rubble, what do you mean there? Let's see, I'm looking back. Barney of the Rubble says, okay, so use **** as the IP. There are some, well, I don't know. Let's move on for now. Let's move on for tonight. We need to configure Bot Tango to listen on that IP address. Okay, can we do that? So we need to do that. I'll have to ask Evan how to do it. Oh, something bad happened there. Let's go back, because last time that happened, it stopped responding. Oh, he's still responding. Okay. I like it. In the command, just run port query and see if it's installed. Okay. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. Do I have to be admin again, or can I just run it normal? I don't know, these port Q. Oh, Creative, how's it going? Man, it's gotta be the middle of the night for you, brother. So in here, I don't know if there is advanced settings, baud rate. This is all for the serial connection. I don't think there's anything in here about the about the API part. 3 a.m., you crazy man. Crazy. I think you've told me that before, that you don't sleep much. Okay. Let's take a few minutes. Let's just do something else in the meantime. I appreciate you guys' help, and I'm sure we'll get there eventually. But for now, we did some good things. We got the animations built. So we have listening, thinking, replying, and error. I think what I want to do, well, I don't even think I'm going to do it tonight because it's already 8 o'clock. We're going to stop for tonight. But what I will do another time, I will make the, I'm going to take one of these little guys right here. We're going to make this a voice assistant. We're going to connect it to my little speaker. And actually, I know what I need for this because I've done it before. I need the little amplifier, which I have around here somewhere. I'll connect it to the little amplifier and power all of that from Bot Tango, from this little Arduino board. Because I've got this motor control driver board on here, so I'm sure that I've got sufficient power available. If it can drive these servos and stuff, it can drive this thing. So I'll connect it to that, and then we'll go from there. Then I'll be able to use these pins. Rebuild 70 ESPHomes, 20 minutes each. That's forever. 70 odd ESPHome devices to update. Oh my gosh. When off stream, you could turn off the firewall off for a minute and test. Just don't forget to you turned it off. Yeah. Okay. Thanks. I'll do that. But if with this, with a couple of pins, I'll be able, because I want to be able to do, I've got to do the microphone's already on here. The speaker output is what I got to do, which I've done before. And then I want to do, the only other thing I really need to do from this little guy is going to be the LEDs for the eyes. All right. Anyways, that's it for tonight, guys. Are there any unanswered questions? I don't think there's any unanswered questions. Okay. This has been fun. I'm glad you guys are somewhat appreciating this or following along at least and indulging me. So thank you for that. I think that's it. What we'll do next time, we'll see where I get on this. Maybe we'll pick this up where we left off. We're going to do what's with the one like? Yeah. Let's get 51 more likes real quick. One of the next things we'll do, we only have the 2 streams left. We have number 11 and number 12, and we're there. Man, it flies. So, and one of the things that we have on there is this, which is the Xiaomi Cube with Sir Goodenough. So we'll probably do that as, I think we'll probably do that as the last one. Keep going. I'll keep going. Time for me to rewind and watch from the start. Yeah, this is like hour 5 of this animatronic thing too, or 6 maybe even. So, but anyways, for now, this is my latest obsession. So that's what we're dealing with. That's it, guys. I'm gonna sign off. As always, thanks for watching. Till next time, adios. Bow, 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 bow.